Hello, my name is Vineet. I am attempting capstone project on university success analysis. In this, I am doing Power BI questions and EDA questions. As a MESI approach was used by me in data to make a dashboard, I divided data in 5 parts. For first, country and university analysis; second, ranking and system analysis; third, student analysis; and fourth, year analysis; fifth, score analysis. Objective of this project is to leverage the academic data to gain a deep understanding of university performance and success analysis. This analysis will encompass a wide area of university related metrics and factors including enrollment trends, academic achievements, faculty student ratio, graduation rates, and other key indicators of university success. Goal is to offer a comprehensive and data-rich perspective on university operation and success drives. So, tools I use for solving these questions are for Power BI. I use Power BI application, and then for EDA questions I used MySQL to write the query to get the desired output and the import the data in Excel and do the EDA process by creating pivots and charts visualization. After this, I load data into Power BI. There I clear and merge data according to requirements. After that, I manage a relationship between the data, as in this there are 6 tables provided. After merging, only 5 tables left. I merges the ranking system with ranking criteria, which is named as RS ranking criteria. In this data, I have two factor table, university year and university ranking year, and one lookup table, university, which have a primary key for both fact table. I connected both the tables with that primary key with university ID as a primary key in university and a foreign key in university year and university ranking year. After this, I connected country and university and also RS ranking criteria with university ranking year. Now my ER diagram is ready for the given Power BI questions. As you see, this is the first dashboard that I made on the basis of countries and university analysis. It provided a deep dive into university performance and success factors on the country and university basis. Now, this is the first question of Power BI. How many universities are there in each country? To get this data, I create a bar chart and table by understanding the distribution of universities by country. USA is at the top with 273 universities, followed by China, Japan, France, and Germany. Now, move towards our next question. What is the distribution of international students across different countries? A bar chart displaying the distribution of international students across different countries in this USA and UK at the top, followed by Australia, Switzerland, Germany, Netherlands, Canada, etc. This helps in guiding recruitment strategies and fosters campus diversity. Now we move towards our next question. Which country has the highest number of female students enrolled in university? This the country with highest number of female students are in USA, followed by United Kingdom, Germany, Netherlands, and Austria. So on. Now we move towards our second dashboard. This is university ranking system analysis. In the second dashboard was made on the basis of ranking system by important criteria score university ID by different visualization of tables, pie chart, tree map. Also used filter on ranking system which shows the accurate on the basis of different ranking system. Now we move towards our first question of this. How many universities are ranked by each ranking system? The table and the tree chart displaying the number of universities. The tree map displaying the number of universities ranked by each ranking system. Center for World University Ranking is at the top, followed by Times Higher Education World University Ranking and Shanghai Ranking. Now we move towards our next question. What is the average score for universities according to each ranking system? A pie chart and a table displaying the average scores for universities according to each ranking system. Here also the Center for World University Ranking is at top and followed by the Times Higher Education World University Ranking and Shanghai Ranking System. It's our next question. How does the ranking system affects a university student staff ratio? Here I use a scatter plots showing the relationship between the ranking score and the student staff ratio for different ranking system can guide universities in resource allocation and staffing decision. What is the most important criteria by ranking system? Here I create a table listing the key criteria considered by each ranking system. The top three criteria are alumni employment rank, citizen rank, influence rank, etc. Now it's our third dashboard. Made on the basis of the student analysis by percentage of female student and score by university ID, student staff ratio by percentage of international students. International students vary across different universities. Universities has the highest number of students score and percentage international students by university ID. Here I use two scatter plot, two line chart and one bar graph to show this analysis. The first question is there a correlation between a university score and the number of international students? Here, the scatter plot showing the correlation between ranking score and the percentage of international students informs universities about the potential influence of international enrollment. How does the percentage of female students impact a university ranking? Here also I use a scatter plot. Scatter plot showing the impact of percentage of female student on university ranking. This help in gender inclusive education planning and policies. The next question is which university has the highest number of students? Here I create a bar graph and table. The university with the highest number of students is Alexandria University, followed by University of Massachusetts, University of Toronto, Indiana University, etc. How does the percentage of international students vary across different universities? Here, a line chart displaying the variation in the percentage of international students across universities highlights global appeal and diversity. To know the percentage of students vary across different universities, I made a line chart. Now we move towards our fourth dashboard. This dashboard made on the basis of year analysis, on the basis of score and student staff ratio by university ID, and international students vary across different years. Students change by year and ranking criteria ID. Student staff by university ID. Here in this analysis I use two scatter plot, one line chart and one area map. Is there a correlation between a university ranking and its student staff ratio? One thing is that for showing a correlation in Power BI, we always use a scatter plot. Now, in this question, as they asking for a correlation, so I use the scatter plot showing the correlation between the university ranking and student staff ratio optimizes the resources for academic support. Next question. How does the number of students in universities changes over time? To show this, I use a line chart displaying changes in the number of students in universities over time. As we see the graph, it starts declining from the peak of 4.7 million in 2015. Next question is there a correlation between a university ranking score and the student staff ratio over the year? To show this question, again in this question as the correlation is asked, and I told earlier that for showing the correlation we use scatter plot. Scatter plot showing the correlation between the university ranking score and the student staff ratio over the years links ranking efforts to academic quality. Now, the next question is, how does the percentage of international student vary across different years? For this question, I use a area chart. Area chart showing the variation in the percentage of international students across different years. This shows the changing trend in international student recruitment. Now, the next question is, how does the percentage of international students affect a university student staff ratio? For this question, again, I use a line chart. The line chart showing the impact of the percentage of international students on student staff ratio. Manage staff resources for diverse students. Now we move towards our third, fifth dashboard. This dashboard made on the basis of score analysis by the percentage of international students by year, percentage of female students by university, ID and country. This comprehensive perspective fosters better decision making and the development of cohesive strategies to support the university's mission. In this, we use the two-line chart and one scatter plot. In question number 1, here I use a two-line chart in a one question. One is a blue and another is a sky blue. Okay. Question is, what is the impact of university ranking on the number of international students it attracts? Line charts displaying the impact of university ranking on the number of international students. It helps universities strategically leverage ranking for international students. Is there a relation between university ranking score and the percentage of female students enrolled? Scatter plot showing the relation between university ranking scores and the percentage of female students. It informs universities about intersection of gender balance and academic reputation. Now the next question is, are there any significant trends or pattern in the ranking of universities from different countries? Here I use a line chart to showing this trend. Visualization highlighting the trends and patterns in university ranking across different countries. Trends aids in benchmarking and strategic collaboration among universities and countries. It's all for Power BI question. Now we start with EDA solution. These questions were solved with the help of MySQL and then the output were exported to MS Excel. EDA and visualization were performed by pivot table analysis and chart. The first question is there a correlation between a country GDP and the number of universities? I don't have a specific column for GDP in this dataset. I will need to find an alternative source for GDP data to estimate it based on available information. I can took for external sources of GDP data for countries. There are various sources such as World Bank, IMF, International Monetary Fund, or national statistical agencies that provide GDP data by country. Next question is, how has the number of universities changed over the years in each country? For this question, again I use two visualizations. Firstly is the table and the another one is a line chart. In this I use the year in the filter column, and in row labels I use the country name, and in another row I use some number of universities. A table showing the change in the number of universities over year for each year. In this, I apply a filter for years. Now we move towards next question. Is there a relation between country's population and the number of universities? I don't have a specific column for population in the dataset. I will need to find an alternative source for population data or estimate it based on available information. Accurate population figures typically require data from official sources like national statistical agencies or international organizations, which are not typically found within Excel dataset. Are there any common criteria used by different ranking systems? As shown in the table, every criteria have only one count. So there is a no common criteria used by different ranking system. What is the trend in university rankings over the year? According to each system, as we have the three systems name Center for the World Universities Ranking, Shanghai, and Times Higher Education World University Ranking. Here I use a one bar chart and the another table. The charts showing the ranking trends over the years for each system. Center for World University Ranking is at the top by 830.32 score, average score. How does the choice of ranking system affect university international student enrollment? As here I use again one pie chart and another table. A comparison of international student enrollment based on ranking system. All three systems are close to each other. Are there any criteria that have different weights in different ranking system? Yes, there are criteria that have different weights in different ranking system. For example, the teaching criterion may have higher weight in one ranking system compared to another where research is prioritized more. This all is shown in this bar chart. How have the weights of ranking criteria changed over time? The weights of ranking criteria have changed over time as shown in the image you provided. I filter the criteria name firstly and in x axis take year and in y axis score. Here this is my table with showing the sum of average scores by different years on average basis, and here a graph which showing that table as visualized. The next question is there a relation between a university score and the student staff ratio? To know this relation, I used a correlation coefficient of the question by the function correl. Here I took the first array and second array and take the coefficient of the number, which shows the correlation coefficient value for each university is 0.7654. How does the number of female students differ among universities? For this, I use a bar chart and again a table. The number of female students differs among universities in a number of ways. Based on the chart, the top universities with the highest number of female students are University in Vienna, which have 402, LMU Munich 372, King say College London 366. What is the distribution of universities across different countries? For this, I use a map in which I show the uh, universities on the country basis. Here, the USA, China, and United Kingdom are at the top, in which USA is nearly 3 times than China. What is the trend in percentage of female students? As shown in the line chart, the percentage of female students enrolled in higher education worldwide has increased every year since 2012. How the ranking score of university evolved over the year. The evolution of ranking score over the years for each university, as this is showing in this table. Here I took different years with different colors and create a line chart with the name of universities. Okay, now thank you.